Oh, Jimmers. Where you, bud? There we go. I see that red enter in the frame. Oh, and to be fair, it suits you. It does suit you.
It
It
absolutely
looks
does.
incredible.
Yeah, I was there at the game, and I'm just like, a lot of people thinking like, oh, maybe the pod shapes weren't good, and like maybe
Mm.
Leinster didn't form the best, or Gavin Coombes was unbelievable. I was just thinking, I do not want to listen to Robbie on Monday morning. So,
Oh,
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It was a tough weekend, and to be honest, now not particularly happy. The jersey is absolutely ridiculously good, so we can put
mm.
put up with that. But
Well, look. To be fair, it looks good on you. It does look good on
it
you,
does,
but
it does.
31 points also looks good on Munster, and 14 doesn't look so great on Leinster. And I can imagine it would have been a tough evening for you and every sort of Leinster fan that was at the game and watching. But,
Yeah.
Brew, that was not even close.
Yeah,
31-14.
no,
It was
it was a
not
tough one.
even close.
It was a tough one trying to do stadium announcing for that last Scott Penny try. I was kind of like, oh, this kind of try means absolutely nothing. And
Is Your
like,
energy started well, and then it's
no,
just
I
like
gave it
gone
socks.
down.
I gave it socks. Don't worry. I still, but then like little things like having to give Jack Crowley a man of the match, bit of a tough one to do as well. So, uh, yeah, like look, you have weekends like this. Like it's as they say, it's so tough to top. You know, and at the end
Yeah.
of the day, at least I didn't have to go back down to Limerick after the game. So who's the real winner? So
Yeah, no, well, in South Africa, we say "Suchani lewe." It's like such is life, tough one, but
would I
fair
be
play
right
to
to say
Munster.
Lekke right now if I was from Munster?
Yeah, you would. It would be lekker, very very lekker.
Like, slowly getting up to date on my
Yeah,
Afrikaans.
you gotta like sort of earn the right to get to the Cape Town leg of the tour. So that lekker and a bit of some slang is gonna get you there. But the Munster absolutely sent it.
Yeah.
Defensively world class. I saw that they made 245 tackles on Saturday.
I I saw the descended group chat we have, and I
Yeah.
just saw like Robbie Gillett, and I was like, I'm actually just not listening to him. Like,
To be fair, I did save a little bit because I can only imagine if, like, for instance, the Stormers play the Bulls again, and then the Stormers get pumped. I'd be so negative, and I'd be
all right,
so worried.
pumped is a bit, no,
But if 31-14 is not pumped, then I don't know rugby. Then I
it's
don't
tough,
know.
all right. Also, like the graphic that went up on Instagram with our score predictions could not have been more wrong
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Benetton, the Benetton Edinburgh one, probably some of my worst work.
Bennett's on our way down on my list now of teams I
Yeah.
like as well. But
They started so well, like, there was so much vibe around them with us, so we gave them so much energy, but, yeah, after that, I'm not sure I wanna be involved there.
quick mention though for Crow Park as well. Crow Park absolutely
Mm.
looked incredible at the weekend. So
Yeah,
big
it did.
mention to the team in Leinster who were getting even the blue lights set up and whatnot as well. It looked very, very cool. So a
Yeah.
little halftime show as well of a little light show, which was extremely cool. Didn't help that we were 21-7 down. But anyways,
That is that is wild. It's almost like I almost can't sort of quite wrap my head around that because we were so, like we spoke last week, it was so pretty much convinced it was Leinster's and Munster, would like I called Munster by one period because I wanted to call a Munster winner. I didn't think they would.
I like, man, that's the worst thing about it. People are like, just
Yeah,
Robbie knows his rugby. Robbie
yeah.
does not. No, he just hates Leinster.
Knows his ball.
Oh man. Yeah.
No,
Like,
but
look,
I
it's
mean, it is what it is. It's obviously a tough one to take, but there's some other results that
yeah,
we got to have a look at. I think Bulls Connacht for me, what a game! I called,
what a game.
yeah,
What a game.
Connacht. They stuck in it, and that Bulls were physical. I don't know if you saw that defense of the Bulls. I thought, jeez, I wouldn't want to run into that.
Oh man, ridiculous. And like, look, Connacht put up a proper fight and kind of to fight back into the game when they looked out as well. I thought was
Yeah.
like properly impressive.
Also, massive shout out Jan Grobler. Was on last week. Has been earned a call up to the Bok team for the November test. The Bulls, Connacht, serious game. I mean, Connacht opportunity to win it at the end there. Two kicks as well, yeah, two chances to send it. And
That's
yeah, I
Sean
mean,
Naughton as well. He's from only up the road from me now in Kildare. Great kind of footballer, great rugby player, really good ball player. Felt so bad for him. In that win in Galway, it's probably one of the toughest places to kick. Like, so I don't know. Look,
One
I'm
thing I
always
will
trying to push
say,
my Jack Carty agenda as well. So
yeah,
um, he no one maneuvers the wind in Galway like Jack Carty. And
yeah.
obviously there's talk like Ireland going to Chicago, the Windy City. You need lads like
Mm.
Jack Carty who can ball players who can judge the wind, you know?
Do you know what massively or like surprised me? Not surprised, but it stood out to me for that game was the Galway crowd. My goodness, that would have been a hostile. I would love to have heard a Bulls perspective on that crowd because everything was cheered, some like booed. There was just a reaction from that crowd. I can only imagine it would have been one of the most hostile environments on
And just
on
imagine when
Friday.
the stand gets open, like that stand was empty, obviously, because it's not done yet. When that stand
They
is open,
it's on my bucket list now. I want to go send it at the as with the Galway crowd because my goodness, hostile Jimmers.
the Robbie Gillett and Jim Flano European tour is going to go absolutely off.
Yeah, yeah. I might put on another 25 kilos throughout the tour, but at least we'll watch some rugby. Eh?
Absolutely, man.
Come back
What other
unrecognized.
results did we have this weekend? I was very impressed with obviously Edinburgh against Benetton, unfortunately,
Mm.
as I predicted the other way, but you know, it's
Our,
not my fault.
our bogey team.
Our bogey team, yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, my beloved Stormers just fly in again. We'll hear from Evan Roos, who actually got man of the match a little bit later, which is going to be nice. Hear what he has to
Great
say
guy.
about fantastic human. But yeah, 31-13. What I mean for a side that struggled on tour last year, they're not showing signs of weakness really. Top of the log, I think Leinster 12th, and Munster second.
Are you done, or is this just gonna be the whole episode now? Is it?
This is a Robbie Gillett episode.
The Robbie Gillett special, and of course, we can't touch on that. Other than Ulster down in South Africa, how
Oh.
impressive!
Well, I tell you what, that 13 of the 15 of that Shark side Springboks.
Yep.
And Ulster, I haven't given a chance in the build-up, and they've just smashed it. Like, what a result! 34-26.
It's so obvious though that just Bach Rugby's on the way down, you know, like so.
Yeah, Bok Rugby's on the way down when they wear black and white, because that was the Springbok colors are now black and white in the URC. The full Springbok side, I don't understand. Like, it's it must be very tough hearing or being a Sharks fan. But Lions Scarlets, that was an interesting game because Lions needed to get some points on the board.
Points on the board.
Mm.
Yeah, but now they're joined with Leinster as well, so I know. Tough episode. I knew this was gonna be a tough episode, but anyways, yeah, really impressive by the Lions against Scarlets. I thought the Scarlets would bring a bit more, if I'm being blatantly honest.
Yeah, 100%. It was tough. I mean, it's a tough place to go play. Like, I don't know if you've ever. I mean, you wouldn't have ever been to Ellis Park, but that ramp, they have a ramp going up when you're walking back into the tunnel. That ramp is at like 45 degrees and then at altitude. So by the time you've got to the top of that ramp, you are blowing. It's like it's such a unpleasant place to play rugby when your lungs aren't up for it. It's yeah.
Lastly, as well, probably have to touch on Glasgow out in the Ospreys.
Yeah, there's a good win for Glasgow.
42-17, Glasgow away from home as well. It's a savage result. Glasgow looks to be going well.
They also started flying under the radar a little bit. Like, they're sitting third, but no one's really speaking about them. It's all sort of the other teams, but sitting in third with 16 points, they're going well. So it's pretty impressive.
Great team to watch play as well, in fairness. So we won't say anything, all right? But I'll keep my bias to myself for the moment.
For sure. No, it's maybe a good thing. Maybe the less you say results wise, the better after this last weekend. But Jim, we've got a very special guest. Man of the match this weekend. Ivan Roos,
friend of the show.
Yeah, good mate of mine, good friend of the show. Hopefully his chat's improved from the last time. But yeah, we're gonna get Ivan Roos on, hear from him, hear from some tour stories, and looking forward to it.
Perhaps launching a final assault down from Van Heerden and into the midfield for Jean-Luc du Plessis. Ripped away by Evan Roos, and he's got away from a couple of men. He's got du Plessis to his left, he doesn't need him.
Evan!
Hello.
Welcome back, bud.
Thank you, Robbie. I'm really excited to be back.
It's the last time you were on, you didn't have any man of the match performances. Now it's that's pretty much all you have. How good?
I'm just as surprised as you are. So, it's a big blessing. It's been fun being back, and eventually getting match fit again. I was a bit tired on the first few games, so it's awesome to be back now.
I think that you
Unreal.
look better than you did the last time anyway. You were roaming around the beach in Cape Town the last time we spoke to you, so
I
I
feel
didn't know you were
look better
civilized, to be
than.
honest with you.
I feel that's much better than this overcast European weather. I would much rather be there.
Well, give us an
Yeah,
update. Where are you at the moment, and what's tour like?
We just got it to Treviso. We went Palma last week. Me and one other player, Dan, and a few other coaches actually went to watch AC Milan at the San Siro yesterday, which was quite an experience. So that was my first live football match as well. So yeah, definitely a
Unreal.
bucket list thing ticked off.
Bro,
Absolutely,
it
man. That's
looked
class.
amazing on the socials. It looked amazing on the socials.
It's the craziest, like stadium experience I've ever had. Those ultras that sit on the one side, and then you've got this little block just for the away Fiorentina group. It's crazy. It's so cool to see, and they like die hard, and everyone on the
Yeah.
train on the way there. It's like, yeah, it'd be cool to have rugby like one day reach something like that.
I was gonna say, how can you compare the two sort of so like the DHL Stormers fans versus where you were last night? Because we've got some pretty intense ultras at the DHL Stadium as well. There's like guys
Yeah.
as you walk in, it's every week, it's players' names. It's actually quite amazing to watch.
No, it's definitely, I think Dobbo's mentioned as well, like when you look at our stadium, we have a full stadium, you see obviously a sea of jerseys, which is quite rare to see in rugby these days, and especially the amounts for home games, URC games. That's I think the kind of the end goal for us as well, is to kind of create that legacy and kind of following of the big football clubs to make the Stormers the same. Like the guy and his dad and his uncle, they have their season tickets, they know where they're sitting every weekend, they're there. Like it's if we get into that, which is awesome to see, and obviously a goal of us Stormers as a club.
Well, Ivan, you keep putting in man of the match performances, and that stadium's going to fill up. 2 man of the match performances out of 4. Just be honest, bro. Are the guys still clapping for you? When you're into the change room, or is it the guys keeping you humble? I can imagine Dobbo is keeping you humble, or is Dan? Let's put it this way: how's Dan Dup keeping you humble?
The guys are actually very cool. I didn't expect it for both, especially after the Zebra game. I didn't feel like I played my best, but we did what we had to bring it through. But the guys were like, the one thing I love about this team is we celebrate everyone's victories, and no matter how big or small, everyone's happy for each other, and they're happy to congratulate me, and Dan also gave his nod of approval. Nothing too much.
Yeah,
Um,
not much words, not a hell of a lot of words,
no,
but a
we
good
know
nod is all
Dan.
you needed.
A lot of words, but not of approval on Dobbo. Just shook his head. He's like, can't believe it. Terrible mistake they made. But no, I must say the guys are super supportive, which is awesome.
And obviously, we were saying it's now like different. It's been two games now. Are you buying the first round, or are the lads buying you to drink after the games, or how is that working at the moment?
No, luckily it's just a down in the change room afterwards, and that's where it stops. So luckily,
We love a politician's answer.
Yeah.
That's where it stops.
We take it handy. It's a bit quiet, a few beers now. I just take one out the cooler.
Ivan, out of the pubs you've been to on tour, which has the Ivan Roos stamp of approval? They've got a high standard in Cape Town, but which are some of the ones that have sort of tickled your fancy?
Wow, let me think. Probably where do I love to go? Where do I least hate to go overseas?
At least hate to go.
Uh,
Which city in Ireland is?
Edinburgh is beautiful. I like Dublin. Those are my 2 favorite spots, and Palma as well. But best pub, I think Dublin. I love. Me and Dan always speak
There we
about it.
go.
We love like a live band type of feel, and Dublin is full of those. Just a nice pint of Guinness and a live band going, the conversation and banter is going.
Yeah, we don't really have
Um,
much else going on, in fairness, outside of that. So
exactly. So, but
No
yeah, like
beach.
those are my favorites. Kind of pubs to go to. Kind of pubs. The thing is, when we were in Dublin earlier this year, when we played against Leinster, we went to the big sports bar. I think it's called the Camden or something. So it's not like a
yeah, I was in there until 3:30 on Saturday night.
yeah,
Savage Press.
exactly. So, uh, but
Good,
like
Jim.
we did go
What
to
were
a
you
small
celebrating,
bar.
Jim?
I actually just turned off the phone completely. Like, I remember I was at the bar at one stage, and your one's like, "I buy you drinks," and I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna have to turn back on my phone here to fully pay for this." And like, just the minute I turned on the phone, it was just mountains and mountains of messages. Like, so
Chaos.
chaos.
Yeah,
Chaos.
so those small kind of pubs in Ireland or Dublin, and anyway in Ireland is kind of my favorite place to have a beer.
Next time you get down, Evan, I'll treat you right. Don't worry, all right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, you have to show me around. It'll be fun.
Cool. We'll look
To wear
like.
that Munster
Or are
jersey
you
as well.
6'4", 6'5"? I'm 5'7", 67 kg. That's gonna be hilarious.
You have one of his little brother who's actually not so little. Which of the tries you've scored this season's felt the best? And celebration wise, like that one that springs to mind is that cross kick from Yuri. I haven't seen Ivan's veins
Yeah.
pop like that in ages.
No, that was just sheer surprise and happy. That was I didn't think of celebrating. I just kind of reacted. It was like instinct. I was like, couldn't believe I actually scored that try. So, yeah, that was just like
Yeah,
really
definitely reviewing the
pure.
game as well and going, I meant that. 100% I meant that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like pure happiness. Like when you buy a puppy and the dog just sees you for the first time, like it was that kind of feeling, which is pure happiness.
Such an analogy.
Yeah, how's that?
And I'll probably touch on that. Like, who's the biggest rugby nerd in squad? And kind of who'd be obviously we mentioned, probably we won't say, but is there someone who doesn't watch rugby at all, and who's kind of the biggest rugby nerd?
Rugby nerd, I would say Damien Willem. So he
Yeah.
watches a lot of clips and videos. Dan also watches a lot of clips and videos as well. Dan
Really?
Doop. Yeah, believe it or
Okay.
not. Well, I live with the guy, so I like kind of see everything he does.
Yeah, you got to share the TV with clips of rugby, you know.
No,
Not
I
watching
tell
the
him,
office this evening.
I tell him put it on your laptop. I'm on the PlayStation now. Just calm down.
Put
And
work away for once.
yeah, don't take your work home. Never take your work home.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Xiavelo does not watch rugby at all, except like our games when he plays it, and when he but like he doesn't watch
And
rugby at all.
and if he's not playing, does he know the results of the weekend?
He knows
No.
nothing. Like obviously Leinster Munster had a massive game, and everyone's speaking about it, and
When was that on?
he would
Forgot
and
it.
he would just like not know anything about it at all, like zero.
Okay. That's fair enough. What do you think is making this DHL Stormers side so good? Like 4 from 4 wins. It's looking, I mean, as a Stormers fan, I'm over the moon. And it's made these first episodes of the podcast an absolute breeze for me. Poor Jim is probably gonna have to see a counselor after this.
I'll not be back on for when we're back after the autumn internationals. I will not be back. But anyway.
But what's made it so special?
I think Robbie, I think obviously we had a good preseason. That's like your cliche answer and everything. But I think what we're trying to do in the system we're trying to implement, everyone's really bought into it, and like understands why we do what we do. And I think on field and off field guys really connected. Like there's no one in the team. Like I'm obviously not best friends with everyone, but I can really sit down and have a coffee or beer with anyone in the team. Like there's no dodging someone, or when you walk to the elevator and you see someone's there, you kind of wait till the next one comes. Like there's no things like that. It's just really I can sit down with anyone in the team and actually just have a decent conversation, which is I think rare sometimes in teams, which is obviously normal. Not everyone gets along, but I think with the different kind of cultures we have and the diverse teammates that are in the team and coaching staff, the way the management brings it together and makes it work is awesome. So I think, yeah, in a nutshell, that's kind of, I think so far why it's going good, and hopefully we can keep on hammering at that.
No, well, that's amazing, bro. And please keep hammering at that for the remainder of the season. Because as I say, my life has been an absolute breeze, and I'm loving seeing the DHL Stormers at the top of the log. And well done again on 2 from 4 man of the matches. I'm very happy for you, and looking forward to another cracker.
Thank God he
remainder of the season. So thanks so much for coming on, as well. We really appreciate it.
Just forgot it. I don't think the viewers obviously, but Robbie's got out there at the perfect time. Evan Roos,
Awesome.
friend of the show, of course. Thank you so much for coming on, man. And yeah, obviously you did do my Leinster dirty, but outside that, best of luck, man. All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks, Jim. Always like us to speak to you guys.
Sure, some nice stuff there from Ivan around tour. Let's be honest, it sounds like the most amazing thing to go on tour with the rugby boys. Play good rugby, win rugby games, and enjoy each other's company, Jim.
He's just roaming around Europe, not about him. Just like playing, hitting lads. Like, sorry, more than hitting lads. He is like literally pulverizing random members from like Italy, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Yeah. So, what a guy! Great guy.
Top human. Try the round, Jim. Give me your best. Tell me what you reckon. Try this round. There's some absolute corkers.
Well, 2 tries stood out to me in particular. Obviously, probably tough one to mention. Tom Farrell's try definitely stood out to me. Unbelievable piece of skill, like undeniably just an insane piece of skill. Great chip by Jack Crowley as well, as I'm reluctant to say. And of course, Tom Stewart down in South Africa there.
Williams. Masuku just overran it. If he had taken that, Andre Esterhazy is under the sticks. Now it's Ulster's turn to attack. Van
Just a big tackle
into the Hollywood Bet Sharks half. He's spinning through tackles here. Julius has it on with Nathan Doak now. It's a 1-on-3. Lovely little dab through. Is it enough? Is it perfect? It is! Tom Stewart.
Man, just a face play. The thing, huge fan of James Hume. Just a little step and offloads doesn't do much else outside that. Just I want to glaze him a timeout, right? I love James Hume. All right.
But like what I loved about that Tom Stewart try is that it first of all started from him, like that turnover, Mike Lowry. It has everything. It has a big hit. It's got a tight forward finish in it. Van Cock up the wing. Yeah, and Nathan Doak with a little stab through. I was watching it going like, okay, that's
what
good.
What are you doing?
It gets better and better and better, and then I'm like, I see a finish and I go like, try of the season. That's my try of the round. As I watched it, I was like, try of the round, gotta be.
Our send it moment.
Yeah.
Can I throw in a bit of a bolter?
Please.
I'm not sure if you saw my Instagram story of me playing on Friday night, a little chip up, and then the flick back inside.
I didn't, but we can get that clipped, surely.
We can get that. That will be in the WhatsApp. Hopefully, I'm not sure if the boys have seen it, but it's fairly generational. But other than hyping up myself, I think we can't look past my team, Munster.
Yeah, tell me, and please clip that as well. Gavin Coombes,
I'm doing
celebrating.
I'm doing Stadium PA. Not a bother. Do you know? Well, not a bother. We're losing, obviously. Last minute of the game, the ref does like a 2-minute TMO check for no reason as well. By the way, gives Gavin Coombes the yellow. You're thinking, all right, he's going to walk off the pitch, head down. Oh, I'm a disgrace after getting yellow. Biggest smile I've ever seen in my life. Gavin Coombes walking off the pitch, just in triumph, like a Roman gladiator, man.
Now it's Munster's turn.
No, sorry.
Don't have a player of the Finland, but he cares not one bit.
No, wait.
Another man who would have been disappointed to not have started. That's the measure of the man. What attitude he showed today.
Oh, and like not to mention, like he's from me to the camera in front doing this. Like that's where my little box for Stadium PA is. And I was just like, you can hear me on the announcement going, yellow card for Munster's number 20, Gavin Coombes.
But you can appreciate that's a special moment. Like that is absolute send. You know, how's that for energy, Jim? Like just yellow carded, end of the game. You know you're gonna win. And then I'm watching the clip and I'm watching it, and I'm just like sort of that smile starts to just sort of broaden a little bit, and then it turns into a full one of these. You talk about when you win the crowd, you win your freedom, and he certainly won the crowd there. Hey, like what a
it was never a be up for debate to send the moment, was it?
No, that's what this show's about, Jim. That
Absolutely.
moment there, right there, I'm like, that's exactly what this show should be about.
Unfortunately, yeah, at times. So I hope I hope it wasn't, against Leinster, but outside that, it is truly incredible. Like,
Yeah, no, it's fair play to Gavin. For that, added to my beer list. So
add it to your beer list for that.
yeah,
And
gotta
this
be
beer
great.
list is getting long.
You could talk to him for hours about that.
Damn, you could.
You could. Come on.
Does anyone else get? Try and think of what I've adding else to my beer list from the weekend. Michael Milne is on my beer list.
Okay.
Jabbed me up after the game. Great guy. Just a really great looking dude as well, by the way. Great beard. I appreciate a good beard,
Yeah.
Just jabbed me up and I was like, you know what? You're some bollocks. And he just laughed at me. He didn't care. No. So Michael Milne on my beer list.
Unreal.
Yeah. I suppose probably jump over to the Scarlets now, will we? Who did we have over there?
Oh, Bradley Gibson, Scarlet superfan. First, just to have a little chat about what it is to be a Scarlets fan. I can imagine a little bit tough this season, but it's a proud region, a rugby region. So I'm excited to sort of get stuck into a little bit about their fan culture, their club culture, how the season's going, where they see their season going. Try to say that a few times fast. But yeah, then we get into a little chat with Bradley and hear what he has to say, Jim.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
Bradley, welcome, Scarlet super fan. I'm fired up to have you on because I feel like, Scarlet and the areas, it's a proud rugby region. So I'm excited to hear more about what it's like. You've obviously been a Scarlets fan your whole life, I assume.
Yeah, since I was a young boy.
What's your earliest memory as a Scarlets fan? Like a first moment or game that's properly hooked you?
Literally, and I'll never forget it. And I was about 6 or 7, and my uncle decided to take me and my little cousin to a rugby game. And at this point, I didn't even know what the sport was. So I've just gone, yeah, all right. Well, I was a kid, so I didn't really know. I was just pretty much dragged there. And it was down Stradley Park. I can't remember who they were playing, but Scarlets ended up winning the game. And me as a little kid, just straight away, bloody hooked onto this. These men bashing into each other and just scoring a ball over a try. And yeah, I just got instantly hooked. And yeah, just absolutely brilliant. And I'll never forget it. And that's the earliest memory I've had.
I see the Berries. My first game was Leinster versus Exeter, and they ended 9-3. Worst game ever. I'm glad you had a better experience anyway.
It didn't get any better, mind. It was downhill from there. So,
if you'd pick one all-time Scarlets moments that gave you goosebumps, what would it be?
The recent one is the when we got to the quarterfinals and lost against Glasgow. I think it was in semis. That was the recent one. The probably all-time one is when we actually beat Munster in the final and we ended up winning the league.
Yeah, it was great. I was at that game. Great game, actually, in fairness now.
Definitely. Yeah. I think that's peak Scarlets, that is.
Yeah.
When we all realised Tyg Byrne is just ridiculous at rugby as well.
Yeah.
And it's weird. He wasn't playing for Munster as well.
Bradley, you look like you would be someone who's quality to watch a game with, like lots of energy. What's your typical match day from wake up to final whistle? Take us through a day in the life of Bradley on match day.
If I could go to sleep in my jersey and wake up ready, I would definitely do it. Because I wake up and I'm bouncing. I'm ready to go. And I look at the time and I got 7-8 hours to wait. So I'm like, I just keep doing things then to try and keep my head occupied. But I'm just itching to go. I want the game now. I don't want it in 10 hours time. I want it now. But when the day actually comes, I end up going down to the stadium or whatever. I'll have 1 or 2 pints maybe in the halfway, which is the typical place to go.
That's the pre-match pub, though, is it?
That's the pre-match pub. And the Post. It's sort of like in between town centre and the Scarlet Stadium, hence the name Halfway. But strong. that is the vibe is there, and it's such a brilliant pub.
And what's the post-match ritual? So, what are you ordering? Where are you going?
That all depends if we've won or not.
Take us through both.
Well, when we get there, we got to get drinks in, we have like a little area outside the stadium, which we call the barn, and that's a great little social place to grab a drink and catch up with your mates and things. And then you go into the stadium and tops off and everything. No joking. Yeah, if we win the game, brilliant. You're out on the last end. You go straight back to halfway, you get a few drinks and then you go into town, because we won the game. And if you've lost, the same goes really. You do the exact same.
Oh my goodness.
Slightly more depressing.
Yeah, get me to the halfway with Bradley, please. Very, very soon. Singing is quite a big thing in the rugby culture. Talk us through, like, have you ever got a favorite chant or a song? I feel like that's actually maybe something the South African crowd lacks. We're not very vocal, singing wise. And I know when the Scarlets are playing at home and I hear them on TV, I'm like, this is special because it gets loud.
The Welsh, I think we pride ourselves on the singing. And I like the Scarlet song in particular. It's called Sospen Fach, and I think it's one of the most original songs that all four regions have. Even like I think it's even probably my favourite out of the Welsh Rugby Union songs as well.
Sure.
It's just it just means like heritage and loyalty, and it stands for Little Saucepan. Weirdly enough, it doesn't make sense, but it's very touching song, and when you get all the fans blaring it out at you, you do get literal chills and goosebumps, and your heart's racing, and you do really get stuck in.
And is there a certain team that just means more against? Is there that one rival that like they just get under your skin?
I think any team that sort of hears it sort of gets like a bit of chills, just because the way it's sung and how loud it is, and you can hear that it means something to the fans. So the way they're saying it, you could tell like, oh, this now they really they get into it now. Do you know what I mean?
And who's a homegrown player that we should be looking out for?
Homegrown. I quite like Eddie James. He's a good player.
Nice.
I quite like Eddie James. He's a good boy. Like he's actually a really nice guy as well. But he's quite young. He's something to look out for, definitely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Bradley, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You fired me up to go. Like I'm not even.
I kind of feel like we're
genuinely,
Scarlets fans now, are we?
you fired me up to go.
Boys, you more welcome to come watch a game, and you be honest, it'll be the best time of your lives.
Well, luckily we get a small taste of it because Bradley and Cara were down for the Stormers Scarlets game, getting some content. So we're gonna have a look at what they got up to. Looking forward to it, Jim.
Yes, absolutely. Bradley, thank you for coming on. Bradley.
Fair art, you nailed it, Jim.
Looking forward to it, man. Thank you very much anyway, all right?
Yeah, thanks, guys.
So, Bradley, how long have you been a Scarlets fan?
How much time do you have? Go on, then.
Come on, let's see the river, boys.
Better than mine again.
Who do you think's going to win today?
Stormers by 20. Easy.
Are you serious?
Easy.
We're going to fall out, come here. Scarlet's easy.
Did you see what Sasha did to Argentina a couple of weeks ago?
When I weren't watching. Yeah. No, I can see where you're coming from, but come on, Scarlet's home, isn't it?
Stormers by 20. Stormers by 20.
Well, this is over, eh?
Told you so.
Nice night, isn't it?
So, Robbie, unfortunately, we're coming to the end. Well, not the end, but it's more a pause in seeing each other every Monday to record this podcast.
A mutual break. A mutual break. We've decided both terms have agreed on having a small break from each other, which is a pity, Jim. I'm going to miss you on a Monday.
I miss you too, man. I think we've really formed a cute romance here.
It's been really special, but internationals are back. Box Island, so there won't be a complete break in communication there, because when the Box win, we do have a forfeit. It's going to be Jim getting the mullet, I'd imagine, and should on the odd occasion or the rare occasion that the Box lose, I'll be getting the mullet. So are you agree to that?
I think I look good with a mullet, so it's a bit like, but obviously I won't be getting one, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you little mullet at the back. Give us a spin.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there. Maybe a little rat's tail. So, but yeah, look, proper internationals on break for a little bit, and I hope we'll be back. We will be back, Jim. So I'm excited to see you again for some URC action.
Yeah, we'll be back, and we've EPCR after the break as well. And we have a great few months of rugby coming up now, so personally cannot wait. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure for these first 6 weeks. I hope that everyone watching has enjoyed it as well. So
For sure.
I've enjoyed it.
Look, it's starting to feel festive in South Africa, and when it's festive, we send it. So it's a good send it for these past few rounds. Now we're going to carry on and come back with some serious momentum. So see you guys then.
Yeah, thank you very much. And look, as always, send it! Send it! Let's go! Send it! Send it! Send it!